Hey there, I'm Lance and I'm a gamer.
And I'm Sam, and I'm a non-gamer.
We are Love to Hate, where we help gamers find great games to play with non-gamers.
And today we're taking a look at Flip 7 by the Op.
Flip 7 is a push your luck game that is billed as the greatest card game of all time. We'll see about that. This is a game in which you're going to have a deck of cards that's going to contain 12 12s, 11 11s, 10 10s, 9 9s, and so on and so forth, all the way down to 1 1 and even 1 0, because you can't have 0 zeros. That doesn't make sense. It's also going to have some action cards such as freezes and flip threes or second chances. Now, the idea with this game is it's kind of like Blackjack, in which you're going to have a dealer for every round who's going to deal one card to every player face up, and that's your starting card. And if it's a number card, then you don't want to repeat that number. If it's an action card, congratulations, you start the round with no numbers, which is actually a good thing, because on your turn, what you're going to do is you're either going to say, hit me, or stay, just like as in Blackjack. And if you say hit me, then the dealer's going to deal you one more card face up, and you just want to make sure that you don't repeat a number that you've already got somewhere in your line of cards. And again, there are 12 12s, 11 11s, so on and so forth. So 12, 11, 10, 9, those are going to be the most common cards in the deck, whereas the lower number cards are pretty rare. Now, at any time you can say stay. And as long as you haven't received a number that you've already got somewhere in your line, then you're going to have points at the end of the round. And the points are the numbers on the cards of what are in your line. So while 12 is the most common card and the most card you're most likely to bust with, it is the card that also gives you the most points. Because the idea in this game is you're trying to get to 200 points first. There are also special cards in the deck that are going to let you add on bonus points to your line of cards so long as you don't bust. And there's even some that will let you double the points on your line so long as you don't bust. So that's the idea with this game. It's a very simple, straightforward idea, and it is all push your luck with this idea of just not wanting to bust. And I get blackjack feelings when I play this game. All right, so let's get into this, Sam. Let's get into the bullet point highlights that make this a good game for you.
I think it's really easy to play. I think everybody understands it. Most of us know what blackjack is, even if we haven't played it often. It has a little bit of an Uno feel with the take that aspect of it with
the draw four, except in this case it's draw three.
So you can kind of mess with your opponents, but it's very quick. It's a lot of fun. It's we played this with our best friends, and we played probably 4 rounds. It's just one of those games where you want to play again and again because it's fun, it's exciting. I ended an entire round with 0 points because it's just bad luck. So you have to, the push your luck is fun. That's not always my favorite type of game, but I feel like in this aspect, it's kind of a party game. It works because it's quick and you can start over again versus a game that you're playing for an hour. Push your luck, that's
right. It doesn't overstay its welcome. That is the thing about push your luck, luck-dependent games. You don't want them to overstay their welcome, and this one doesn't.
This is definitely going in our travel.
Absolutely, It's very portable. It's just a deck of cards. If you didn't want to keep the whole entire box, because literally it's just a deck of cards in here, you could just take the cards out, maybe put it in a plastic baggie, and then go on that way. Because you're not gonna forget the rules for this one. The rules are fairly straightforward. Now, I did forget to mention why on earth the game is called Flip 7. It's called Flip 7 because if you flip 7 cards, if you flipped your 7th card in your line, then you automatically end the round, and you score the points, and anybody after you who hasn't gone, they don't get to go. So it's a way to kind of like stick it to them.
I never flipped 7.
Well, and that's the thing. The reason why I want to bring this up is because the Flip 7 part of it is really exciting. Especially if it's to win the game, right? Like, if I've got a chance to get to 200 by flipping over the last 7th card, and that keeps you from being able to try to pass me and get to 202, that's super exciting, and I'm going to go for it every time. You don't ever get it. It's really hard to flip 7 in this game.
It's a fun game because even our friend kept getting out. He got out twice in one round with 4s, and there's only 4 4s in the game. So he got all the 4s. It's just very interesting how that works.
Which, if there are some cons to this game, it is that a game is, super luck dependent, and you can be very unlucky. You mentioned you finished a whole game with 0 points, and it's just simply because of busting every time. And it's not even because you made bad choices.
I made one bad choice, and then it just
it sets you up for the rest of the game, right? Yeah. But
it is fun too. We'll play, you say, okay, I'm done. And then the next person flip their card and you're like, oh, I would have busted if I would have kept going.
That is a lot of fun.
It's fun.
Yeah. So one you would recommend playing with non-gamers? Yeah,
this is probably in my top 10 party games.
I think so too. This could be maybe, party game of the year material right here. I know that's saying a lot, but, and it is just a card game too. And I say just a card game because card games tend to be something that's like a one-trick pony, simple idea, not going to have, this big production with it. And that's true with this game, but it does it so well that I think it could be in the running for a party game of the year type.
Yeah.
Is it the greatest card game of all time? I don't know. It might be the greatest party game of 2024, but that wouldn't be very good to put on the box. So it is a really good game.
Yeah.
I would highly recommend it. So the game is Flip 7 from the Op. Leave us some comments down below. Let us know what you think about this one.
Make sure to like and subscribe and push that bell button so you get notifications of all our new content.
I'm Lance.
I'm Sam.
And we are Love to Hate, where we try to bridge the gap between gamers and non-gamers. We'll catch you next time.